14.5 টাকা নগদ ডাক বিভাগের ডিজিটাল লেনদেন।
নাইম হাসান অফ স্ট্যাম্পের উপরে লেন বল টার্ন করে ঢোকার মুহূর্তে সম্ভাবনা তৈরি হতে পারতো, যাই হোক বেঁচে গেছেন। 63 2 উইকেট হারিয়ে কুমিল্লা ওয়ারিয়র্স।
অষ্টম ওভারে দ্বিতীয়বার লেগ স্টাম্পের উপরে ফুল লেন্থ ফ্লিক শট, ওখানে ফাইন লেগ শট, ফাইন লেগ একজন ফিল্ডার এবাদতে রয়েছে নন স্ট্রাইক প্রান্তে থ্রো সাব্বির রহমান রোমান, তিনি ডেঞ্জার ছিলেন, এত দ্রুত দৌড় দিয়েছেন তিনি, রানটা কাভার করলেন। সাব্বির রহমান রোমান তিনি 2 রান করেছেন এখন পর্যন্ত। দলের রান 64, 2 উইকেটে কুমিল্লা ওয়ারিয়র্স।
সাব্বির রহমান রুম্মান ঠিক এই মুহূর্তে ব্যাটিংয়ে রয়েছেন এবং একটা জুটি অবশ্যই করতে হবে উপল থারাঙ্গার সঙ্গে। লেফট হ্যান্ড রাইট হ্যান্ড কম্বিনেশনটাও চলছে। অন্যদিকে আজকে স্পিনারদেরকে দিয়ে ম্যাক্সিমাম ওভারগুলো করাতে চাচ্ছেন সিলেট থান্ডারের ক্যাপ্টেন আন্দ্রে ফ্লেচার। যেহেতু এই মুহূর্তে মাঠে নেই, ক্যাপ্টেন্সিটা করছেন এই মুহূর্তে মোহাম্মদ মিথুন। সেটাই আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি। অফ স্ট্যাম্পের উপরে ফুল লেন্থের বল, কভার ড্রাইভ, বল চলে গেছে সুইপার কভার অঞ্চলে। একটিবারের জন্য প্রান্ত পরিবর্তন ব্যাটসম্যানদের মধ্যে। অষ্টম ওভারে খেলা চলছে। 65 2 উইকেট হারিয়ে কুমিল্লা ওয়ারিয়র্স। কারেন্ট রান রেট এই মুহূর্তে 8.67। উপল থারাঙ্গা তার স্ট্রং করিডোরটা হচ্ছে অফ স্ট্যাম্পের একটু বাইরে কিংবা অফ স্ট্যাম্পের উপরে ফোর্থ স্ট্যাম্প যে করিডোরটা, সে ফোর্থ স্টাম্প চ্যানেলে তাকে বোলিং করলে ম্যাক্সিমাম বলগুলো তিনি বাউন্ডারিতেই মারছেন।
ভালো, বেশ ভালো খেলছেন এখন পর্যন্ত, নিজে ভালো খেলছেন এবং দলের জন্য কিছু একটা করার জন্য তিনি চেষ্টা চালিয়ে যাচ্ছেন। সাব্বির আজকে ভালো খেলতে হবে। আমি আপনাকে একেবারে পুরো আপনি এভারেজ কথা সেটা কিন্তু জানিয়ে দিলেন, মালানের সঙ্গে আপনাকে কম্পেয়ার করলেন এবং রেস্ট অফ দ্য কুমিল্লা ওয়ারিয়র্সের ব্যাটসম্যানের। পরের বল একেবারে ফুল লেন্থ, ভেতর ঢোকার মুখেই ব্যাকফুটে ফ্লিক শট স্কোয়ার অঞ্চল দিয়ে 30 গজ বৃত্তের বাইরে চলে গেল। মিড উইকেট ওখানে কাটা হলো, খুবই দ্রুততার সঙ্গে 1 রানের জন্য জায়গা পরিবর্তন করলেন, আরো 1টি রান বাড়লো। কারেন্ট রান রেট বলছে 4.6।
প্রতিদিন BPL এর সবগুলো ম্যাচ লাইভ দেখো এয়ারটেল মাই স্পোর্টস অ্যাপে মাত্র 2.55 টাকায়। সাবস্ক্রাইব করো এখনই। বিস্তারিত bd.airtel.com। এয়ারটেল।
ক্রিকেটের সব খবর এবং স্কোর আপডেট জানতে ভিজিট করুন dailycricket.com.bd অথবা ডাউনলোড করুন অ্যাপস ডেইলি ক্রিকেট।
হে, পুরুষের রুক্ষতাকে মেয়েদের ফেয়ারনেস ক্রিম কোনো কাজ করে না। এই নাও ফেয়ার এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম, এবার ফর্সা ও উজ্জ্বল ত্বকে সবাইকে চমকে দাও। ফেয়ার এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম, পুরুষদের নাম্বার 1 ফেয়ারনেস ক্রিম।
মনির হোসেন লেফট আর্ম অর্থোডক্স স্পিনার ঠিক এই মুহূর্তে বোলিংয়ে। 36 বছর বয়স্ক দুই সন্তানের জনক এই মনির হোসাইন দীর্ঘদিন ঘরোয়া ক্রিকেটে খেলছেন, প্রায় 10-11 বছরের মতো হয়ে গেছে। লেগ স্ট্যাম্পের উপরে ফুল লেন্থের বল, গ্লান্স শট, বল চলে গেছে ডিপ স্কোয়ার লেগ অঞ্চলে। এবারের জন্য প্রান্ত পরিবর্তন। 68 2 উইকেট হারিয়ে কুমিল্লা ওয়ারিয়র্স চলছে এই মুহূর্তে নবম ওভারের খেলা।
কারেন্ট রান রেট 8.33। সাব্বির রহমান রুম্মন দেখে নিচ্ছেন। কোথায় গিয়ে খেলবেন? 5 বল থেকে 3 রান করেছেন, কিছুই নেই মাথার উপরে, না একটা কাউন্টি ক্যাপ, না একটা হেলমেট, না কোনো প্রোটেকশন ছিল। গতকালকে 4 জনের বার্থডে ছিল এবং
19 জন ডোমেস্টিক এরিনা।
আমার কাছে একটা গল্প রয়েছে, কিন্তু স্পিন অ্যাটাক তো, যার জন্য বলতে পারছি না।
লেগ স্ট্যাম্পের বাইরে এবারে হোয়াইট বল, উপর থারাঙ্গা বলটিকে ছেড়ে দিয়েছেন। রান সংখ্যা এই মুহূর্তে 74, 2 উইকেট হারিয়ে। শুধুমাত্র মনির নাই, টিমে দেলোয়ার নামে আরো একজন খেলোয়াড় আছেন, একটি ম্যাচ খেলেছেন, তারও বয়স 37, 38, 39 এরকম মধ্যেই হবে আর কি, যদি অফিসিয়াল বয়সটা তারও হয়তো 34 বা 35 দেয়া। এরা আসলে ঘরোয়া ক্রিকেটের কনসিস্টেন্ট পারফর্মার। ইভেন ফজলে রাব্বি যিনি রংপুরের হয়ে খেলেছেন, একটা বিষয় লক্ষণীয় হচ্ছে এই বয়সে যে তারা খেলছেন আলটিমেটলি, এটা কিন্তু খুব একটা প্রশংসার দাবি রাখে যে আলটিমেটলি আপনি আপনার যদি স্বপ্ন থাকে আপনি যে কোনো বয়স। একটা বিষয় লক্ষণীয় হচ্ছে এই বয়সে যে তারা খেলছেন আলটিমেটলি, এটা কিন্তু খুব একটা প্রশংসার দাবি রাখে।
না, এখানে আমার প্রতিবাদ আছে আপনার শুনে।
ও আচ্ছা,
বল ফুল লেন, ভিতরে ঢোকার মুখে ব্যাক ফুটে গিয়ে সোজা ব্যাটে খেলেছেন, ওয়াইড লং অন দি বল যাচ্ছে সীমানার দিকে, কুড়ি থ্রো করার আগেই এক রানের জন্য জায়গা পরিবর্তন করলেন, 1টি রান বাড়লো। না, মেঘে মেঘে অনেক বেলা হয়েছে স্বামী, আপনার সঙ্গে আমি একমত, কিন্তু আমি এখানে একটু কোয়ান্টিটি নয়, কোয়ালিটি এনশিওর করতে যাচ্ছি।
সেটা তো ডেফিনেটলি কোয়ালিটি যদি আপনার থাকে। মাইক হাসি 35 বছর বয়সে গিয়ে ডেবিউ হয়েছে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ক্রিকেটে, 75, 2 উইকেট হারিয়ে কুমিল্লা ওয়ারিয়র্স নবম ওভারে খেলা চলছে। ব্র্যাড হক 48 বছর বয়স পর্যন্ত খেলে গেছেন ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ক্রিকেটে। ইভেন একটা সময় অস্ট্রেলিয়ার আসলে কারো ডেবিউ হইতো 34 বা 35 বছর বয়সে গিয়ে। লেন বল টার্ন করে ঢোকার মুহূর্তে ব্যাক ফুটে অন ট্রাই, বল চলে গেছে ডিপ।
যেই পরিমাণ এনার্জি দেবে তাতে আরেকটা তাজমহল বানিয়ে ফেলা যাবে। এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশি লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংকের বেশি বেশি ইন্টারনেট।
ওয়ালটন কাপল কার্নিভাল, ওয়ালটন ওয়াশিং মেশিন কিনে এই শীতে পেতে পারেন ফ্রি কাপল ট্যুর, পাতায়া, মালয়েশিয়া ও নেপাল ভ্রমণের বিশাল সুযোগ পাচ্ছেন একদম ফ্রিতে, মাত্র 999 টাকা ডাউন পেমেন্টে। আজই কিনুন ওয়ালটন ওয়াশিং মেশিন, পাবেন বেশি, দিবেন কম। বাংলাদেশে এই প্রথম
এখন নগদে প্রতি 1000-এ ক্যাশ ইনে 5 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক আর ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ মাত্র 14.5 টাকা। নগদ ডাক বিভাগের ডিজিটাল লেনদেন।
যখনই বকোয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কেট সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস।
5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস, সব বকোয়াস বন্ধ।
স্যাভলন নিয়ে এলো উইটনেস ইন্ডিকেটর যুক্ত সম্পূর্ণ লিক প্রুফ টুইঙ্কেল বেবি টাইপ। হেসে খেলে বেড়ে উঠবে আপনার আদরের লিটল স্টার। টুইঙ্কেল বেবি ডাইপার, শুরুটা হোক যত্নে।
স্যাভলন টুইঙ্কেল বেবি ডাইপার কিনলেই বেবি লোশন ফ্রি, বাঁচলো 250 টাকা।
হে, পুরুষের রুক্ষতাকে মেয়েদের ফ্যান ক্রিম কোনো কাজ করে না। এই নাও। ফেয়ার এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম, এবার ফর্সা ও উজ্জ্বল ত্বকে সবাইকে চমকে দাও। ফেয়ার এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম, পুরুষদের নাম্বার 1 ফ্যান ক্রিম।
পাইবেন বেশি, দেবেন কম। বাংলাদেশে
এখন নগদে প্রতি 1000
ব্যক্তিগত তৃতীয় ওভার বোলিং করছেন এবং বল যে করছেন, একটা করে বল করছেন এবং রুমাল দিয়ে বল মুছছেন, কারণ যে পরিমাণ শিশির পড়ছে, সেই শিশিরের জন্য বল বারবার ভিজে যাচ্ছে এবং স্পিনারদের জন্য বলটা গ্রিপ করা আসলে খুবই কঠিন একটা ইকুয়েশন। এবং এরকম একটা পড়ছে, এরকম একটা কন্ডিশনে দুজন ফ্রন্টলাইনার স্পিনারকে দিয়ে আসলে কাজ করানো হচ্ছে। অফ স্ট্যাম্পের উপর ফুল লেন্থের বল, রুম তৈরি করে কাভারে পুশ করেছেন ব্যাটসম্যান উপল থারাঙ্গা। কাভার অঞ্চলে ফিল্ডিং, এই বল থেকে রান নেওয়ার কোনো সুযোগ নেই। ৭৭ 2 উইকেট হারিয়ে কুমিল্লা ওয়ারিয়র্স ১০ম ওভারে খেলা চলছে।
মার্শাল গিফটের কথা বলছিলেন স্বামী, যে ইংরেজি বুঝাই না বুঝে মাথা ইয়েস না ভেরি গুড
বেশি, দেবেন কম। বাংলাদেশে
এখন নগদে প্রতি হাজারে ক্যাশ ইনে 5 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক আর ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ মাত্র 14.5 টাকা। নগদ ডাক বিভাগের ডিজিটাল লেনদেন।
মামা, হাত ধুচ্ছো নাকি নোংরা করছো? না জানি আরো কে কে ধরেছে সাবান, চার্জ ছড়াবো না তো। ভালো অভ্যাস শিখবো, ভালো অভ্যাস মানবো।
ডেটল হ্যান্ড ওয়াশের প্রতি ড্রপটায় 100 রোগবাহী জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা।
তাই মায়ের ভরসা শুধু ডেটল সুরক্ষা।
ডেটল, বি 100% শিওর।
ইয়াসির আলী রাব্বি এই টুর্নামেন্টে তার এভারেস্ট এখন পর্যন্ত 8 গড়ে ব্যাটিং করেছেন, যেখানে সাব্বির, সৌম্য, ইয়াসির এদের উপরই কিন্তু মূলত ভরসা করা হচ্ছিল যে এই টুর্নামেন্টে তারাই খেলবেন। যাচ্ছেন সোহাগ গাজী, লেগ স্ট্যাম্পের উপরে ফুল লেন্থে পিচ করা বল অন ড্রাইভ, বল চলে গেছে লং অন অঞ্চলে। একটি বারের জন্য প্রান্ত পরিবর্তন, রান সংখ্যা 80, 3 উইকেটে কুমিল্লা ওয়ারিয়র্স। 10 ওভারের খেলা শেষ। ইনসেপ্টার স্কোর আপডেট।
পিরিয়ডের দিনগুলোতে পছন্দের বিষয়গুলো হয়ে ওঠে বিরক্তিকর, তাই তোমার স্বস্তির জন্য এক্সট্রা কেয়ার নিয়ে পাশে আছে ফ্রিডম স্যানিটারি ন্যাপকিন। তোমাকে রিয়েলি বোঝে।
অফিসে খুব ভাতে চা এক কাপ, সাথে আছে ফান কেক, মজার ব্রেক,
চকলেট সহ বিভিন্ন ফ্লেভারের ফান কেকে মাতিয়ে তুলুন আপনার ব্রেক। ফান কেক, মজার ব্রেক।
দেবেন কম।
বাংলাদেশে এই প্রথম।
এখন নগদে প্রতি হাজারে ক্যাশ ইনে 5 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক আর ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ মাত্র 14.5 টাকা। নগদ ডাক বিভাগের ডিজিটাল লেনদেন।
গোল্ড আর প্ল্যাটিনামের ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ নিয়ে স্যাভলন সোপ 3 ঘর আপনাকে দেয় রোগ জীবাণু থেকে ডাবল সুরক্ষা।
স্যাভলন সোপ, ডাবল স্ট্রেংথ।
ক্রিকেটের সব খবর এবং স্কোর আপডেট জানতে ভিজিট করুন dailycricket.com.bd অথবা ডাউনলোড করুন অ্যাপস ডেইলি ক্রিকেট।
পাবেন বেশি, দিবেন কম।
বাংলাদেশে এই প্রথম।
এখন নগদে প্রতি হাজার
Sorry, the station is currently
brilliant knock by Upul Tharanga, looking so very strong on the offside, but eventually fell to Ghazi for 45. Stian Van Zyl never got going, and Shomo Shoka was outwitted by quicker one from Ghazi and got the leading edge. Shabbir on 10, Yasir trying to just get the momentum going again. Fallen behind from the initial momentum that they gathered. The bowling change, Sheffield Rutherford is going to come on. It's waiting patiently. Maybe the team to make another breakthrough here. Oh, that's excellent. What a good first ball from Rutherford.
Really good stats, more than
Rutherford. Very good prospect. Youngster around the block.
Oh, that's another leading edge. Whoops! Just in front. Just dying on that short extra fielder coming in. Maybe he was a little bit back on his heels, Shah Ghazi. Have had a better effort.
I just didn't pick it early enough. Or maybe a dive. Difficult area to dive in. Remember, these are pitches, so you know exactly that if you dive, you need to dive properly, otherwise you might get badly hurt.
And that swung uppishly straight to the fielder. Just what the doctor ordered. He tempted the batsman with a short pitch delivery to go for a big one. Didn't get to make the adequate contact with the bat and hold out in the deep. Well caught by Charles.
Yeah, he doesn't believe it that he's found the man in the deep, Yasir Ali. It was a nice pickup shot. He timed it well. Probably he just timed it. If he had hit it properly, he would have cleared the boundary ropes as well. The paths for 587 for 4.
He's a big unit, isn't he? David Visa is at the non-striker's end, because when the catch was taken, the batsman changing over. Going to be Shabir Rahman now facing up to Rutherford. Simple enough to tuck that away. Gives Visa the strike, but he's in the middle because of this. Got, as Anjum was saying, got behind that quite well, seemed to get the meaty part of the bat. It's just that he didn't go full hog with the shot, maybe taking it over Johnson Charles just in the deep there, and yeah, he was pretty happy with that. So far Rutherford bowling 5 deliveries, 1 for 2. Yes, getting back into the game. 42 the first wicket partnership, and then regular follow wickets 62, 77, 87. Kept the hopes alive, the Sylhet Thunder team. Short backs away and opens his account with a single. That's an excellent over. There's the 3 runs and a wicket. After 12, it's 89 for 4.
Doctor
এই সময়ে কথাটা বেশিই হবে, তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 137 টাকায় 235 মিনিট।
Repair work to be done by Shabir Rahman, and now David Wiese in there. One of them, both are pretty big hitters of the ball. Shabir likes to cloud the ball around, and David Wiese, the right-handed batsman, 34 years old, he is no mug with the bat. Now who's going to go first? That is the question. Munir will be the bowler. Yes! Good ball. All he could do is just push at it and amble the single.
Just to talk about the dismissal of Yasir Ali, the previous over, sometimes I feel that when a batsman is, or the partners, either end, are just trying to rotate strike, taking up ones and twos, they're not looking to hitting boundaries, not getting boundary balls. You just get into that kind of a zone where you look to time the ball rather than hit the ball. It's been 21 deliveries since the last boundary was scored by the Comilla Warriors. And that can happen to any batsman. Just get into the zone of rotating strike, and your bat, rather than swinging completely, just gets the ball to time it, take it down to the boundary for a single. I think that's something that must have happened to Yasir Ali as well.
We're talking about the spinner's average turn today. First match 2.5. We haven't seen evidence of that. 1.4. And this, oops, that's close. Is he going to get a response from Masrangla Rahman? And I think he's gone for the review straight away. Just feel might be just deviating down leg.
Yeah, I can understand the excitement of the bowler. He was finding David Wiese right in front of the stumps, and probably that's the reason that he would have asked his captain to ask for a review. That's the strength of Munir, though. Be accurate. Bowls in the cordon of the stumps.
Let's see. Pitching. Didn't have much to travel. He was inside the crease quite a bit, so not too long for the ball to travel. But it just might be umpire's call. Is there a touch on? I don't think so. See, as it goes past, the line stays flat. No spike, so you carry on and look forward to ball fracking now. Where is that ball ending? Been referred by the bowler. Not out decision given by the umpire. So even if it's umpire's call, he's going to be safe. All right, here we go. It's quite an acute angle. Impact in line, and it's umpire's call. The review has been retained, but it's gone in favor of the batter because the umpire had given out, not out initially. But Munir Hussain, the bowler, can be quite happy with that. Mohammad Mithun now taking over as the captain. See, unfortunately, under Fletcher, in an attempt to take that catch, which eventually did, just hit his head on the ground. He's got some concussion. So, a lot of new jobs for new captains, both teams. Down the leg side, that's going to be signal wide.
A lot of captaincy. Force changes, of course.
Even the swing of the bat from Wiese could not get it past the fielder. What you'd like to have done, more than hitting the ball hard, was to place it properly. They're a little worried. A good lasting. Oh dear, that slipped out. No question about that. Been pretty accurate prior to that. Those things outside the off stump. He gets back, gets behind the line of that ball, strikes it truly, but once again not being able to penetrate the field there.
Not easy gripping that ball when you're continuously using the towel to make that seam dry. Get a nice little grip on it to get the ball a little tweak.
He goes inside part of the bat, not where he intended, and not getting the desired result. Only 6 runs coming from that over. After 13, it's 95 for 4. Match of the Bongobondhu BPL, the Comilla Warriors got up to a flyer, 57 in the power play, but they've been picked back by some disciplined bowling and some good feeling and catching by the Sylhet Thunder players. That's evidences of that there. Pulled it back. Run rate now down to 7.31. It's Rutherford. Gives him the charge, sees him coming. Drops it short. Result is a single.
Shabir will realize that he's been out there for 20 deliveries. He's less than a run a ball. That's all right. He's been losing partners the other end. But the Comilla Warriors would be looking around at their dugout and thinking which is the explosive power yet to come in. Who can wield the long handle? Because they need runs on the board. They need decent amount of runs on the board what their bowlers can restrict.
Been a problem getting the balls away. 28 balls since the last boundary. And that's another of those bikes that one of these bikes will eventually go. Don't know which one. That's the random. And that's the short one. Been given a wide.
I don't think the Comilla Warriors have the luxury of deciding which one goes after the bowling. At the moment, Shabir has been out there longer. David Wiese is just finding his feet, struggling with the pace of the ball, and of course the bowlers are using their skill to slow off, to take the pace off the ball. So he's not really timing it. Shabir Rahman will need to take the opportunity, need to take the onus ahead of David Wiese.
Well, that's good-looking shot. At last, a boundary. Just a hint of width, and they just waited on that. Opened the face, got a good part of the bat on it, and it gets a 4 to take the Warriors past the 100 mark.
And just like these shots would do, it's not about power hitting, it's not about hitting the ball out of the park every time, it's about finding those gaps. With this wet outfield, and it's getting more and more difficult for the bowlers to grip, I think it's the time that the batsmen need to realize that if they start putting a little bit of more pressure on the bowlers, they might just get the better of the result.
Well, he's got the feel of it, but this time, once again, ball hung in the air for a while. Again, the timing a little awry. Had his problems, David Wiese, but I can see his intentions. He wants to get a move on. But Shabir Rahman, the other side, as you mentioned, Ranjim, I think really needs to take the onus and try and get cracking. Rutherford has been pretty active in the field. Not one to sting. The very first one hit very hard. Dive to his left. And then, once again, this one was slightly easier. First one really stung. Yeah. And there you go. That was more simple. Good to see the commitment shown. Diving all over the place on either side of the field. Excellent. and that's going to be close. Got a bat, maybe. Is there a signal from the umpire? Right. No signal, so it's off the bat. 9 from that over, 14 run, 104 for 4 time for the Bosundhara Elfigas.
এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশিই লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 129 টাকায় 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট।
Ticking down towards the end of the Bosundhara Elfigas strategic timeout. They're slowly getting off the field as we get set for the next phase of play, which is going to be very important for the Warriors. Falling behind on the run rate through some inept batting, if I might say. Just putting a point on inept there because I thought they could have taken a better approach to what they're doing now. Meandering along is not going to help their cause. Got to be a little bold. 148 current rate. They'd like to go over the 160 mark. They'll have to get a move on. Both batsmen very capable, good hitters of the ball, but had not been allowed to do so through some disciplined bowling. And Ibadat Hussain has been very impressive. 2 overs, 1 for 14. Naveenul Haq got his 2 overs for 15 runs. Ghazi has bowled decently. There he goes. How far does he go? That is the question. Well, good feeling. Again, wonderful commitment in the outfield. Just the single into the deep.
Well, it was about time that after the shorter discussion that they would have had after the strategic timeout or during the timeout, go around and use the opportunity of accelerating the scoring rate. Such difference the surface now.
Again, finding the fielder, scampering through for 1, and little misfield allows the second run to be taken. They've done well so far in the outfield, just slipping through the fingers on that occasion. has to dig that out. Does well. Full swing of the bat. Oh, that's risky. Yeah, should not have attempted that. Najmul Hussain Milan tried to stop it with his foot. He seemed to have twisted his ankle. Always be very, very risky trying to stop a ball in the boundary with your foot.
Well, he did try to go and put in the slide rather than the dive, and his right foot just got jammed into the ground there for Milan. Hope it's not too much of a damage. Him.
Well, we've seen that injury to Fletcher, concussion when he took the catch. Najmul Hussain Milan now maybe twisting his ankle, or maybe the ball hitting him on the side makes it very painful. Repair work in the outfield. It's got a bit of soggy now. You're mentioning the amount of dew that has fallen. It'll be pretty heavy. Islamopoulos going in as the sub. Needs the magic spray out. Hope it's nothing serious. But let's have a look at the 4 wickets to fall. This was a good take, and that's the injury I was mentioning. Fletcher leading edge from Shomo Sharkar, easy as they come for Rutherford. And this was zipping through. Ghazi, the caught in front. Yasir Ali lopped one up, checked a shot, and paid the price. In his favour. Ibadat Hussain, but straight away the review has been taken. The angle seemed to be okay. Well, the first things first, that's a legal delivery. Where was that angle taking it? Was it a little too high?
He's a tall man, David Visa. There he has taken the correct decision of reviewing the umpire's call. Just need a little bit of luck here to reverse that.
Just seem to be going over, and it's umpire's call. So it's gone the other way. Review is retained, but a little shake on the head from David Wiese. He thought it was going over the bails, but it just seemed to clip it, and that's another wicket down. David Wiese, 15 has got Nelson strikes, 1-1-1 for 5. Another wicket falling has put the pressure back on the Comilla Warriors. The Thunder bowlers doing exceedingly well, particularly Ibadat Hussain has been very impressive. 2 for 21 so far in his third over. Anadul Islam Onkon is the new batter in. Well, he's pretty new to this format of the game, just a fledgling T20 career. A long way to go for him. Coming at a position of strife for his team. Facing Ibadat, who's got his tail up. That's a comfortable one to get first up. Just tucking it away to open his account. Al Ibadat has done well. Appeal got the response from the umpire, but review was taken. It was eventually umpire's call, and he was top of the world, very elated. Bowling has been good. Batsman was not too happy with that final decision from Hawkeye. That's the way it goes. Down the wicket, and it's gone through him. Excellent over completed. The wicket in it after 15. It's 112 for 5.
Comilla Warriors losing their way a little bit at 112 for 5. One stage with the Taranga going great guns. They looked in top form, but those 14 extras a bit of a worry. Mahidul and Shabir Rahman struggling, 17 of 23. Rutherford. He's brisk medium. A bit of bounce. Short third man, backward point. It's been a disciplined performance from the Thunders. Sylhet Thunders have been good. They've come back strongly. Evening, Guzi.
Good evening. Yeah, they look rather different, or more of a unit than before, the previous games when everything wasn't going their way. But today they've come out and they look the part, as people would say. And they look more like a team. Just having a word with the coaches earlier, with an understanding that things haven't gone their way, they might as well try out new things, just go out there in a relaxed manner, and they certainly have. And things have been working well. They've fielded exceptionally well. The bowling plans, they've executed them well too. They look more relaxed, which is really good to see.
It's tough for them to reach the last 4. So what they will now try and do is spoil a few parties. To start with, they seem to be looking to spoil the party of the Warriors. They have stemmed the flow of runs. Fine leg comes into the circle. Mid-off goes back. I'm a bit disappointed with Shabir Rahman. 17 of 23 with his talent, with his experience. He needs to be a little bit more proactive. He needs to kind of take the leadership. Was he expecting that to be a wide? I don't think so.
Hey, he probably was. Giving it a stare to the umpire. Expecting the umpire to give it a wide, but certainly wasn't a wide. Yeah, he hasn't been quite himself, because he's normally going after the bowlers, putting the bowlers under pressure. But not today.
That's it. Slower delivery, cleans him up. We've been talking about Shabir Rahman, and sadly his run of poor scores seemed to continue. Swung rather badly. Slower delivery, the cutter. And, well, he's castled.
Yeah, top work. Punches the air. He'll take that. Shabir Rahman struggled. 17 of 25 deliveries. Bowled Rutherford 113 for 6.
And 13 for 6. Shabir Rahman, the last batsman, dismissed, bowled by Rutherford for 17. New batsman Abu Haider. They're now in more or less into the second half, the lower half of the Warriors batting. Comilla Warriors in a definite spot of bother. Again, once again, their issue have been on most occasions they've had two new batsmen together. Rutherford just continues another dot ball. So you just don't have leadership. You just don't have continuation at the other end. Take a look at this. Shabir Rahman completely done by the slower ball, swinging across. Completely missed it.
The best option would have been to go straight down the ground, but he chose to go right across, looking to hit mid-wicket region, missing it completely. Plays in a miss.
হবে তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 137 টাকায় 235 মিনিট।
Have been more or less in clusters. Look at it, how close to each other. 77 and 87, 111 and 113. The very thing batting sides need to avoid. And the other thing, as I said, they have just allowed two new batsmen at the wicket most of the time. So Naveen's back. He's gone for 15 of 2 overs. The brisk medium fast bowler dips onto the batsman. They run through quickly, almost playing and running. Could have been a suicidal run. But was he? Had he picked it up, it would have been suicidal, but he didn't. But was he just looking at the state of the surface? Take a look at this. Rutherford just not picking it up. The best hope for Comilla now is to bat the 20 overs, get to around 140, and hope that they might be able to try and create some pressure.
Yeah, you're quite right. I mean, the pass score here on this surface that they're playing on is around about 150. Anything below that, you'll be struggling to defend it. So yes, batting the 20 overs short, well bowled, very well bowled, well disguised as well, taking the pace off. It didn't bounce as high as it thought it would. Very, very good thinking that. Yes, he might have been disappointed, but I think he actually outdone him there. Dug it in really short. Have a look at that. Didn't even bounce as high. Got to give him credit as well.
I certainly give a lot of credit to the bowler. He's very versatile. He can zip one through. He can really surprise you with a bit of extra pace. Takes a lot of pace off the ball. Goes big in swing. Again, clever bowling. The slower delivery. Another quick run. Bowls with a bit of an open-chested action, so he would kind of angle it in to the right-hander. But what he should really try to do is to bowl with a straight wrist, and he could surprise the batsman with the one that goes straight through. Because generally, if you see someone like this, you would expect the ball to slant back, but try and hold its line. That's the best he could hope for as some variation.
Goodness me! Just have a look at the dew, how heavy it is. You can actually see the difference, the contrast. Bit whitish and the green. Cut away. Just a couple of bounces. The third man. It's just a clear indication of how hard it is for the bowlers out there. You can imagine it's only going to get worse for the Warriors when they come back on. And hence you talking about they've got to bat through their 20 overs to give themselves a decent total to defend here. But he's been outstanding. Bowling action. As you can see, the seam presented, facing in, pointing at 45, fine leg, shaping back into the right-handers. Short, well disguised again. Beautiful.
He's doing it well. He's embarrassing the batsman, to be honest. The bouncer, he completely deceived him. Now the slower delivery. See, the view is something that's really going to be the challenge for the Thunder, because this pitch is not perfect. That you've got to accept. I mean, there's lots of cutters. Another look at that. Lots of cutters, slower balls. So it's an indication that ball's not coming onto the bat. Bowlers looking to take a lot of pace off the ball, but with the dew coming in, that's going to be the real challenge, as you said, for the Warriors when they bowl. Last ball of the over. Again, clever, very clever. He had to delay shot ever so much. Just 4 runs off that over.
And yes, it gets really, really soapy. Like it's really soaked, and it'll be quite difficult for the bowlers to get a grip on it. Well, now they got to dry a ball. Let's have a look whether it's going to be they're going to get decent control of it.
Drifting onto the pads. Well, the bowlers would love to have a drier ball where they can grip it, they can seam it. This is what I said, he very nearly slipped. Did well to recover and come back. There are 17 legal deliveries remaining in the innings. Aidul and Abdul Haider. Back of pace, really troubling the batsmen. They just can't time.
Yeah, with a drier ball as well, it kind of helps the bowlers. So those cutters, they tend to grip even more, even better for the bowlers, which is more struggle for the batters again. But if they're looking to hit the harder length with the drier ball, it just sits up. So yes, it's a really struggle for the batters to get things going. At that 140 mark that you're talking about, it becomes more difficult for the batting unit. The run rate at the moment is currently 6, just shy of 7s. They would like to get it up there. Just if they can get 140 here, it's something to bowl it.
Seem to struggle to time the ball. Just the fact that the ball doesn't arrive. Look at this shot. Is Mahidul, he was looking to time it, he was looking to pull it. That's again the cutter. Still coming, could have easily dragged onto his stumps. Well, at the moment, the best option appears to be that, knocking the ball into gaps, working the balls into gaps, not the boundary hit. The boundary hitting is not an option at the moment, unless it's really there in your zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Bat on ball is the key. If you can't get any boundaries, bat on ball. There've been a lot of playing and missing. Just dab it for once. You will get a bad ball. You're going to get one to put away. But if you're going to be playing and missing, it's just a struggle.
Yeah, I think the mistake the Warriors batsmen have done is they're looking to hit boundaries. Just looking to slam. It's gone over cover. They may come back for 2, they will. Not great fielding. Very nearly colliding again. Fielders running back, the other one coming around. That was Sohag Ghazi. He seemed to suggest that ball sticking on the ground when he drops.
Yeah, see him up. Wayward swing, really. Not quite sure where he was trying to hit that. Looked like he was trying to bomb him straight, but miscuing it over point. Doesn't matter how they come at this stage anyway.
High, it should be taken, I think, at long on. Yes, a fairly simple catch. It's never a 6-hitting kind of pitch, but eventually, in the quest of runs, another batsman perish.
Well, it's the holding of the shape of the shot that's lacking on a slower wicket. If the ball is not coming on as well as you'd like to, hold the
এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশিই লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 129 টাকায় 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট।
coming on, looking to go onto the leg side a lot more, hence the slicing of it. Easy catch. Taken quite comfortably, made it look difficult, I must say, but unfortunately, Abu Aidaron is going to go for 7 of 10 deliveries. Coach Shafiq, 123 for 7.
Sanzamul, the new batsman, Ibadat. Oh, another one bites the dust. This time, Sohag Ghazi makes it look very easy. What was Sanzamul trying to do? Shouldn't he be told that he needs to get not the established batsman, but at least get Mahidul on strike? Burst delivery, looking to flick it away on the onside.
Even the coach himself is surprised. Where did that come from? Just skying it in the air, hung up a little in the air, just lob basically to Sohag Ghazi and makes a meal out of it. Ibadat, yes, thank you very much. That was an easy wicket. And there was no thought process there for Sanzamul. It was his first delivery. Our golden duck caught Ghazi, 123 for 8.
Mahidul on strike. Quick single again. They'll be happy with one. They're coming back for 2. Trouble here. Had that hit, I'll tell you. The last game's, one of last game's heroes, Mujib, would have been run out by a good yard. He was running with no
way to see yourself walking off the back without facing a delivery. Had he hit the stumps, direct hit, you would have been gone nowhere near. Top fielding, oh, that was very good. Ibadat could have collected the ball, taken the bells off, but running away, flying away. Goes full, cut away. It was in the air, put him down. What is going on here? They're trying hard to get themselves out.
Yeah, but good effort, Buzi. Very good effort, I must say. Had he taken that catch, it would have been an acrobatic catch, but it's interesting to see whether he reacted a little bit too late. Slower delivery, went hard. Oh, it's a good effort. It's a good effort. You're a hard taskmaster, aren't you?
You gotta be hard for you to make it. All good things don't come cheap. They don't come easy. It's in the gap. Yeah, you clean it up easily. Picking up the one. If you're going to aim, you got to aim high. So I would say it was a top effort. Yes, beautiful. You got a hand to it. And if I'm going to be ruthless about it or hard about it, should have taken it. You got there. It goes down as a drop catch.
When you look at what Fletcher took, I think I'm with you on that. Ibadat. High. It's going to fall safe. Mid-off is in. And that's gone for 6. What are we talking about? It's 6.
Are you watching a different game?
Exactly. I mean,
that's going to fall safe.
I said it will fall safe. Yes, it was safe over the line for 6.
It was a good stroke. He got enough on it. It looked like he toe-ended it. It looked like he hung up in the air quite some time. He actually miscued it, coming off the toe. but the elevation and the distance was good and went all the way for 6. And it's actually the first one of the innings. This is how much they've been struggling. Just over. Good enough. Well, he's not happy. He's actually shocked with himself. How did he miss that? How did he get to hit him for 6? Well, you pitch it up in the slot, you're going to fetch. Again, missing the length. They'll pick up the 1. End of over. 134 for 8.
এই সময়ে কথাটা বেশিই হবে, তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 137 টাকায় 235 মিনিট।
We're into the last over of the Comilla Warriors innings. It's a very disappointing finish for them. This Masranga, top scorer. The rest of the batting, few have got starts, but they've really struggled. And full marks to Sylhet Thunder. Certainly looking to spoil a few parties here. They're starting off with the Warriors, it appears. Naveen has bowled 3 overs for 19, including 7 dot balls. Into the last over, the last 6 legal deliveries. Slower delivery, top edge. It will be cut off on the boundary. They come back for 2, they don't. This is good work by the third man fieldsman. Excellent running around. Good work indeed.
Yeah, good bowling as well. Good fielding, cutting it off, making sure they don't pick up another run. But taking the pace off, and he was nowhere near. He's just swinging the bat, hoping it's going to find the middle. But finding the outside edge on that occasion. Mujib, he was a hero, don't forget that. But today is a different day.
Well bowled, very well bowled. Looking for runs of every ball, which is the right intention, but clever bowling, slower delivery, and he slipped it through a little bit quicker. That last delivery, Mujib was nowhere close.
Yeah, nowhere near. Last 30 balls, 28 runs and 4 wickets. Clear indication of how much they've actually struggled on this surface. And that 140 mark is proving to be rather difficult to reach.
Drags it from outside the off stump. That's Mujib's go-to shot. Slower delivery, cutter, so he was really looking to flay it away on the onside. Had to just check it. Only a single. Looking for boundaries at this stage with 3 balls to go.
Yeah, that's all they've got left to play around with. If they can pick up at least 10 of the last 3 deliveries, get to 140 mark. But it's proving to be difficult. Just as well, Naveen has been excellent with his execution. He's been spot on with his line and lengths.
He's mixing it up a lot. You could see that, I mean, the effort on the part of Mahidul. A good throw will allow an extra run here. But if you look at that shot of Mahidul, he had to really drag it and hit it as hard as he can because the ball hadn't arrived. Naveen's bowling action, well, this is another look, throw, the direct hit, the deflection just loves the batsman for a single. Naveen's bowling action is such that he can mix that slower ball with good disguise. A cutter is a quick arm action. Well bowled, very well bowled. They'll only get a single.
Yeah, good Yorker. Very good, 129 clicks. It's very good to see you talking about mixing it up, and he's shown he's got the skills. He's got the Yorkers, and when he takes the pace off, he takes it right off. Very good Yorker. Well directed as well.
So the final ball, the final legal delivery of the innings. Mujib on strike. What can he do? Can he get a boundary? As he did against Liam Plunkett in that last game. To register a great win for the Warriors. What could he do? Let's see. Here comes Naveen. Swings and swings hard down towards long on. Only a single. In fact, they're coming back for two. Throw to the wicket-keeper's end. And is given. The leg umpire straight away not interested in going upstairs. It's quite clear, I think. He did see the batsman very short of his crease. So, they have reached 140. They're 140 for 9 at the end of 20 overs, Comilla Warriors.
Well, 140, yeah, one would argue that it's not enough. Yes, it's not enough on this wicket. And also looking at the Thunder, they've been struggling. It's been a tough road for them. They now need 141 runs to win. And they will not be happy with their performance with the bat in hand. But I must say, the first 10 overs, they got 80 runs. And then the next 10 overs, 60. They would feel they're well short, yeah.
Yeah, they're very short, no doubt. But from where they were, Woozy, they would have taken any score. They've just got to 140. So they got something to aim at. But is this enough? That's the question. How would they exploit the slow surface? This is a look at the card. Quite a few starts, I must say. Maidul swung hard, 19 of 14. Haranga looked the best. The others did get a start, but sadly, just not kicking on, just not going on.
Yes, and that was the problem. And the Sylhet Thunder, you got to give credit to Naveen. He started off pretty well. Those are good figures. Yes, no wicket. But Ibadot picking up 3 wickets, but a little bit expensive, but we'll take that. Ghazi picking up 2, and Rutherford 3 wickets. Shamim, who have you got down there?
Hi, I've got the man you're talking about, Ibadat Hussain, who bowled an excellent spell, 3 for 33. You must be pretty happy with what you have achieved today, Ibadat.
Yeah, of course, Alhamdulillah. First of all, thank you, Allah. He's giving me good strength today. And I think it's a good wicket. And the first time when I ball start, that time ball is a little bit moving. And my captain says, if you hit in the length, it's good for, very good for bat.
Well, you've got the local supporters. They're happy with your bowling performance. And also the other bowlers chipped in. It must have been a little difficult to grip the ball because there's a lot of dew on the ground.
Yeah, of course, it's lots of dew today. And that is the first match in Sylhet. I'll try to bowl rubbing, and it's very tough for grip for pace bowler and spinner also.
So the target that you have, the containment was good. So looking forward to, as the expressions go over, yeah, looking forward to winning this one because you've got the home crowd support here.
Yeah, of course, we are trying to win today because we are losing our momentum in the first time. But we try to finish well in this tournament.
Well, you've done well with the ball. I hope your batters do well with the bat. Good luck to you.
Inshallah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, Rutherford picking up 3 wickets. And Kabir Rahman, that was wayward. And then the last one that he picked up, easy catch. Loop to show up, guys, making it look so simple. An outstanding performance they have been. So, 141 at a rate of 7.045 runs per over is the target for the Thunders. We'll be back shortly.
evening and welcome back. Comilla Warriors in the end have scored 140 for 9 thanks to the Upal Tharanga, who did well with the bat right at the top of the order, 45 from 31. Few players getting into the double figures, but no one going on to make sure that they go and pile up a really big score. Some really good bowling to restrict them to 140 for 9. I think it's a tricky little total because of the surface. I reckon this can be defendable if they bowl well, start well, and apply the pressure just like what the Sylhet Thunders did when they came on to bowl. Dan Van Zyl was the first one. A stunning catch. 42 runs opening partnership. Tomo Sharkar getting a leading edge. Upal Tharanga scored 45 and that's how he got himself dismissed. Kept low, plumb in front. Nasser Ali got himself into a bit of a tangle, could not finish the stroke. David Weiss is stuck on the back leg. Given. Kabir Rahman also struggling. And the misses the straight one completely. Abu Haider handing it straight to long on fielder. Tanzimul Islam also was in a lot of bother. And then Mujibur Rahman hit one down at long on and a really good throw. And he was run out by quite a distance. And I thought Sylhet Thunder bowled well. Naveen started well, none for 25. Ibadat was very good, 3 for 33. Pick up the bowler, Irfan Rutherford. 4 overs, 3 for 19. Couple of wickets to Shohag Ghazi also. At one stage, it didn't look that they would score 140. Really struggling in the middle when they were 111 for 4 and all of a sudden 123 for 8. But in the end, 140 on this kind of a surface, it's not a bad total, I feel. And I might be completely wrong. A lot will depend on the opening pair. I can see the openers walking in. So is the Warriors. Sylhet Thunder playing the first match at home can certainly spoil the Warriors party here. Ronnie Talukdar and Johnson Charles are the opener. We saw on Fletcher getting himself hurt while taking that catch. He's not come on to open the innings. Tomo Sharkar, the stand-in captain also for the Warriors. We'll have to wait and see how he handles the bowlers. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a spinner to start with. Very good evening, Anjum Chopra.
Very good evening to you, Athar. A very pleasant evening here in Sylhet. Pleasant evening to continue for the Sylhet Thunder, especially the openers. Johnson Charles, you've seen him blast the bowlers early on in Dhaka and Chattogram as well. 105 not out being his best. He has a very good strike rate. Vastly experienced too. Back at the top, Ronnie Talukdar. Early days for the 29-year-old. 3 half-centuries for him. Together they've made an impact. Well, it was at the start of the tournament though. But these two have batted well for the Sylhet Thunder. And they need it today. They need a good start. They need a win. The Sylhet Thunder, the home team.
Start of the Meghna Sem Deluxe Cement countdown. Tanzimul Islam, the left arm orthodox. Start the proceeding for the Warriors. Slip in place. Oh, straight away getting a bit of a turn and a grip. And that's the reason why I feel that the kind of a straight away, he's got the ball to turn. It was short. I think he's just got away with it. That's well bowled. Gone! What a start this is for the Thunder. Beg your pardon, the Warriors. This is absolutely delight for the Warriors to see the back of Johnson Charles so early in the innings.
And yeah, it's a very, very ordinary start for the Sylhet Thunder. They don't want to see the back of Johnson Charles in this manner. They've seen him attacking the ball, not offer a return soft catch to Sunzabul. None for one.
Right, Thunder in all sorts of trouble. Trying to chase a total of 140. They've lost 2. Have a look at this. I reckon this might just have been done a little bit too much. Wickets umpire's call, impact umpire's call, so it would have, even if it had taken the review, it would have stayed with the umpire's decision because the umpire had given it in favor of the bowler. Terrific start. Absolutely brilliant start for the Warriors. Now then, a lot will depend on the skipper, Fletcher. But he's still in the dugout. Rutherford is the new batsman in. Very good strike rate. Lovely. Beautiful shot. Lovely start to the innings. Just leans into it. Elegant looking shot to open his account. After 2, it's 9 for 2. Right. Kanzabul, what is he trying to do there? But Mithun wanted to hit this out of the ground, knowing that they've already lost 2 quick wickets. Not on. That is a poor choice of shot, and he's got away with it. Ooh, they've easily gone on, hit the stumps. Better, much better. You've got to play some sensible cricket from here on, Anjum, because once you start losing early wickets, then you've got to ensure that repair the damage, steady the ship.
Well, he's been watching a lot of cricket from the other end. He's been watching the ball turn, bounce, get some LBW decisions, reviews. Mohammad Mithun, and he might have just lost his concentration on the previous ball. Well, if it's in the radar, it should go the distance. For the Sylhet Thunder is still batting out there, and he's got the left-hander for company, Rutherford.
He's already played a gorgeous-looking cover drive to open up his account. From Rutherford. And as a batsman, you would want to hit it from the middle part of the bat. They've struggled. So far, the batsmen have struggled, but he's looking good. This time he wants to sweep it. Have to wait and see from the umpire whether he got some part of the bat. Yes.
This might just help his attacking nature. The leader of that. It's pretty orthodox in his style of play, Mithun. Both of them can hang on there, create a little partnership going. They will complement each other.
I think it's all about the nerves. You got to keep yourself calm and ensure that you don't play a shot with taking some risk. I mean, that's a soft dismissal. That is really soft dismissal. Sundham's first over, lovely over. And if you keep playing shots, then you're giving a sniff to the opposition of getting you out. End of the over, 12 for 2. Yeah, it was the seamers who did the trick for the Sylhet Thunder, the bowling. But it's the spinners for denting the hopes of Sylhet at home, playing their first match in Sylhet. Not good at all. Down the leg side, yeah, it's not an easy take because he's bowled it a little bit quicker, 104.1 kilometers per hour. Nicely taken. Look at this. Very quick. Oh, again a leading edge.
You don't want to be a slip fielder to Mujib. He's bowling quicker and quicker. And he's hurting the people around. Remember, here, of course, our off spinners in the Indian team, especially spinners. All spinners like to have close-in fielders, very close to the bat, especially whether it's a forward short leg or a slip position. And each time, as a forward short leg fielder, I remember playing a test match in England in, of course, different format, but I was standing at forward short leg and my slip fielder Nushin, she just kept asking me to get in closer to the pair, to the batter, so that in case there was a bat pad, I could catch it. And each time I went ahead closer to the batter, she bowled a short pitch ball. I don't know, it was trying to get at me or trying to get at the batter.
So what did you tell her after she pitched? What, just one short pitch delivery or was a couple of them?
No, I just told her I've become a little tired of concentrating at the forward shot. Let me change positions. I went to the slip.
Yeah, better be safe than sorry. Genuine edge. Has he pulled it back? Is the question. They'll probably will have a closer look. But they've got to find ways to score runs. Pat on the back for Yasir Ali. Want to make sure whether he's pulled that back. He looks pretty confident. Yep, nicely done. Very nicely done. Probably a different angle. Yep, he's flicked it back before the knees go and touch those advertising cushions. Seems to be fine. Very good. Excellent work from Yasir.
Well, the umpire wants another angle over here. He's not 100% sure whether that's a boundary or not. Got to say, the match referee, Waqib Hassan, must keep an eye on the time taken. Not only by the umpires, but even by the players. We've had a nearly 2-hour innings when the Sylhet Thunder were bowling. Great factor in the success of game of cricket is keeping to the timings. 15 for 2.
এই সময়ে কথাটা বেশিই হবে, তাই কথায় কথায় আরো এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 137 টাকা।
He's got his man. He pushed the ball in quicker, fuller. Just clear. Can go down to the other end. Was in front of the wicket. Missed. He was always looking at the boundary where that ball should have headed, rather than looking at that ball where it needed to make an impact with the bat. His back leg is right in front of the middle stump. His decision is retained. Be a big blow for the Sylhet Thunder. Pitching in line, impact in line. the wicket say missing. That's a breather for the Sylhet Thunder.
I thought that was a pretty plump, but well, and but seriously, it looked really close to the naked eye. Initially, I thought that was plumb in front, but it's the turn. It's the turn which made it just go past the leg stump. Well, it's still there. It's still there.
I like the climax that gets built up with technology. With each decision, either a red or a green line, especially the red line. Decision is shown. I like that climax. Short outside the off stump. A left-hander of the class of Rutherford is not going to give another one away.
Yeah, he will always put it away for a boundary. That's a poor delivery from Sanzam al-Islam. Short, wide, 4. Has to bat really well here. Easy, too easy for Rutherford. I spoke to him just before the match, and that interview I did mention that whether he wants to bat up the order. He said that's up to the management. He's batting in number 4 now. What is he doing there? He's just trying to make some room, and that's exactly what he wants to do. Just losing his concentration now because he was taking a big step back and then came back into his original position and smacked that to the cover for another boundary.
But you got a feel for the bowler, Sunzamul there. He thought he's had his man. He's picked up the second wicket. He thought till the time the review showed a different picture, and then it's been trying to put the ball there rather than bowl the ball.
Back-to-back boundaries. Not signaled a wide. Why is that? Okay, maybe just saying that he just walked across, but still down the leg side. Nicely played. And 9 runs in that over. Good one for the Thunders. After the end of the 5th over, it's 24-2.
Sylhet Thunder have had their problems, losing the big wicket of Johnson Charles so early, and then Ronnie Talukdar also foxed by Mujib, stuttering at 2 wickets down for 5, and making some kind of a recovery in the last over in particular, very beneficial in terms of getting some runs and also getting a respite from a review taken. So things may be just turning the way of the Sylhet Thunder. They badly need some runs under their belt now. It's going to be Uvize. Oh, what a lovely delivery. Just that natural angle of the ball, taking it across the face of Rutherford there. Tempted to go for the drive. What do you reckon about that ball, Wizzy?
Yeah, holding it across the seam and just bouncing off the shiny side, skidding through with the angle. No feet whatsoever from Rutherford. Had he gone slightly across, he possibly would have got some contact on it. Yeah, but a good start from David Visa. Oh, hello. He missed everything. It didn't bounce. Missed the off stump by Whisker as well. Yeah, but then again, no feed from Rutherford. Oh yeah, the first 5 overs have been rather interesting, losing 2 wickets. And that LB shot, that looked really, really plumb. It was more of a chance for him to refer it, and it went his way actually.
Well, whipped that away. Little uppish, but he knew there were no closing fielders. That area, Shabir Rahman doing the cleaning up. But it's been a tough going for Sylhet Thunder. First crawling along at 4.55. The required run rate maybe not as high as it would normally be because the target given to them, the 140. So they've got under wraps. But the question is, if they lose wickets, that's going to be the problem. Just building up that partnership, 20 now of 23. Great. Very focused. Knows that take a bit of time. There has been some early problems with the batters. 2 wickets falling. Time to rebuild. I think they've just got that pace to be a little patient.
Yeah, just as well, they've got to show some pride. It is safe to say that they're down and out. They're not going to make it into the playoffs. I don't think they will. Looking at the points table. Pulls it away. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. Good shot.
Well, just the point I was making. You can just bide your time. Afford to wait for a bad delivery that was delivered by David Wiese. Short down the leg side. All Mohammad Mithun had to do is swivel around. Look at this. Saw it, shortness of the ball, and swivel around. Lovely roll of the wrist and sends it away for the maximum. Very, very welcome boundary under pressure. It's priceless. And that's good cricket. Just jamming down on it and scampering through for a single. So they had 8 runs in the previous over. They got 8 in this over. 6 done, 32 for 2.
এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশি লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 129 টাকায় 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট।
The Comilla Warriors got off to a flyer. You might think that there's a gulf of difference in the power play, 32 for 2 for Thunder. But the problem started for the Warriors in over 16 and 20. 28 runs and 4 wickets going down. That's when the Sylhet Thunder clawed back the innings and got it to come in their zone. And unfortunately, 2 wickets falling, they've got to rebuild. But a whole process they've got to go through. Be a little patient. Alamin Hussain has been quite good in this edition of the BPL, the Bongobondhu BPL, and generate a bit of pace. He can make the ball move around a little bit with the evening sky here, a little bit of dew. He might fancy his chances, except for maybe the grip of the ball. Shot, swung around, didn't time it, and gone to hand. Result straight away. And he's elated. He's struck in his very first delivery.
Yeah, you spoke about the pace. You spoke about the ball skidding onto the batsman. It certainly has on this occasion. Well, I'll tell you, Mithun, his eyes must have lit up as soon as he saw the ball pitched up short. But rushed onto him, not timing it well. It was there to have a go, but it coming off the splice of the bat and Stian van Zyl, easy catch. Had to run a couple of yards back, but he got it quite comfortably. Unfortunately, Mohammad Mithun's got to go for 13 of 18 deliveries. Caught van Zyl. They did 2 for 3.
More trouble for Thunder at home, playing the first game in Sylhet. Unfortunately, they are staring down the barrel. It's 2 for 3. Andre Fletcher leading today, acting captain. Took a stunning catch, wonderful numbers for him. Over 4,000 runs, 4,500 runs. But he's got his work cut out here today. Got a bit of injury, concussion when he took a catch. And the bowling has been absolutely top class from all the bowlers. Fletcher's in the middle because of this maybe surprise Mohammad Mithun a little with the height of that ball, got the splice of the bat, and in the process he mistimed it and looped it to Stian van Zyl, who took it very, very comfortably. Well, it's depending on Mithun, he just could not deliver it, and he was naturally very disappointed. Died away, open his account.
Yeah, Fletcher's fine. He looks all right. If he can see the ball like that, just dabbing it for one. He may be in trouble. You would have seen earlier on taking the catch and then smashing his head on the ground. That was nasty. But you can only hope that he's fine now. He did struggle. He had to go off. And I like to think that's why also he's come down the order. Just holding him back. And just as well, the team is in trouble. A lot more responsibilities on him.
Have a look at that effort. A spectacular effort it was. Flying through the air like a trapeze artist. Well, when he landed on the left side, struck his left forehead on the ground. But a footsie there. Got to get the ball away. But Andre Fletcher has got a bandage. It's hidden under the helmet. There you see part of it. Got a little bit of bandage. Took a scrape as he fell on the ground. Be hoping that just eases himself in. He's talking to his partner, and his partner is talking to the umpire. For some reason, umpire telling him time to get a move on.
That would have been about kicking the ball. The way he actually kicked it, way away from the stumps. You're allowed to just stop it.
Whips that away. Not far enough. Straight into the hands. So Alamin Hussain has once again tilted the scale in favor of the Warriors.
Yeah, it's always difficult when you lose wickets in clusters as well. You've got to regroup, look to consolidate. And when things aren't going well for you, it feels rather difficult. You feel like you can't buy a run.
Oh, that's nicked it. Has he? They've gone for it. He went for the swing around. I think he's got a bit of bat or a bit of glove to it. Up goes the dreaded finger. Oh my goodness. What could have been a wide down the leg side. He swung around Rutherford, and unfortunately for him, he's got a little bit of a nibble.
I can't say I've jinxed him, but I mean, I must say, if you're struggling as a unit, it becomes very difficult to score runs. And unfortunately for Rutherford, short, it was there to have a go, coming off the glove, taken quite comfortably. And the wicketkeeper enjoyed it, so did Alamin. Look at him go. You consider yourself lucky picking up the one down leg side. Maybe unlucky today. Sheffield Rutherford got to go for 15, 33 for 4.
The misery continues for Sylhet Thunder. Just lost their 4th wicket from quite an innocuous looking ball. Brings in Najmul Hussain. Milan, he's 32 years old. He has got a lot of work to do if they're going to make it to the end. Is there because Sheffield Rutherford went for a swing, got a bit of glove to that one. I suppose it was there for the taking. But the keeper did well. Oh, deflecting off could have gone anywhere onto his pads.
Well, I'll tell you what. Unlucky. He done himself. Skidded onto him. And it was, I would say, late on the, not so. I reckon this is going to be interesting. So you've got two new guys on the crease. And bear in mind, not both of them are 100%. Milan picked up an injury as well when he was fielding. Went over his ankle, dug his knee in, and is not happy. So it's going to be interesting as well to see how they're going to go on about it. Are they 100%? You got Fletcher who's got a head injury. Can they take the team over the line here?
Well, they'll have to depend a lot on big hitting. I tell you what, the running between the wickets will be difficult.
And they can hit, both of them as well.
Yep. Oh, action taken! Oh my goodness, they're falling apart. David Wiese pitches one outside the off stump, and Fletcher has a little bit of a nibble to it, just extends his bat and says, keeper, I'm going to give you some catching practice. Well taken by Mahidul.
Well, more troubles. They are certainly in trouble here. David Wiese crossed the seam, got big on him, finding the outside edge. What a take. Look at him go. Airborne he was. And the skipper's got to go, unfortunately, for 133 for 5.
Sylhet Thunder are imploding here. Oh, it's absolute disaster here. Warriors restricted to 140. You'd have thought that Thunder bowlers did well in containing that to that total, but it's been complete disarray with the bat. Shoha Ghazi comes in. What can he do? He'll be under extreme pressure here. Slip in. Oh, loose delivery down the leg side. Just want to ensure as a bowler, you've just taken a wicket, got to keep up the pressure, not bowl a loose one like that down the leg side.
Yeah, well, a lot went wrong here. That was not good at all from Charles. And then again, problems. Ronnie Talukder. And then he thought it was his day, timing it beautifully. But then, finding the outside edge just as well. They've got to slip in place to talk about putting pressure onto them. David Wiese on a roll here.
Well, pensive looks in rather dismal performance. The riposte from the Thunder. The Warriors bowlers will be absolutely delighted with what they've achieved. Alamin, a couple of wickets in lone over. Wiese 1 for 10 so far. 1 for 10 for Mujib. So everyone chipping in. The Sanzamol starting off things with that wicket of Charles. Looking out. Run rate required, still under controllable limits. It's the wickets that they're running out of. Behind it, just those two forcing to open his account.
For the Warriors, to keep themselves alive in the tournament, if they can pick up 2 points here, certainly things might turn around for them. And I tell you, the seamers have been outstanding. Seamers length tonight, 54% on a good length, and those white ones are the wickets. Yes, 2 of them on the shorter side, but it's the nature of the pitch that they're playing on.
on any other day, if it was a day match, we've got short pitch deliveries. We'll come back to that. 8 overs done, 37 for 5.
এই সময়ে কথাটা বেশিই হবে, তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 137 টাকায় 235 মিনিট।
Points table in the Bongobondhu BPL. Rajshahi Royals have taken over. Both with 12, 10 each for Tigers and Dhaka Platoon. They seem to be the four in contention for the top 4 places. But Comilla Warriors, if they win today, which they seem to be likely to be doing, they will be in contention. They'll fancy their chances. He's not a happy chappy, is he?
Yeah, it's pretty hot sitting down, that's for sure. He's not in a happy place, I should say. Herschel Gibbs, 140, he would have thought, we've done exceptionally well with the ball in hand. Short, that should be a wide. Yeah, called a wide. Been tough going for Herschel Gibbs and his troops, yeah, Shamim.
Yeah, and he also mentioned the fact that he was having problems in communicating with the players. They could not understand his English. I think I read it in the papers today. So haven't had a wonderful time as the coach, and thank goodness Ghazi avoided. Might have got a top edge to that if he went through with that shot. Not quite getting hold of it. Intention forward of the wicket, result behind the wicket.
Yeah, it's been tough going. Yeah, there's all sorts of factors that come into play when things aren't going well for the team. Yes, communication might have been not the favorite for him, but then again, the fundamentals of the game for me, they don't really change. If you are there, you've been asked to bat, and if you ever look at the dismissals throughout the tournament this year, they've been very dismal for me. And the way that they structure in the innings has been completely off.
You really run out of excuses. You just said it, so you're clutching at straws. You're faced with questions which will naturally be put to you to explain the dismal performance right through. The kids getting a little worried there. He's content to let the ball sail through. That might be a good option at times because they haven't really been able to middle the bat. This guy can cloud the ball around. He's got a good build, and opportunities not been given. Sensible bowling by Alamin so far. This back of length. You're talking about those seamers length, the back of length balls, couple of them getting wickets. Maybe for the fact that from that length, back to that in a minute, from that back of length, the batsman would expect it to climb a little higher, but now it's getting on with speed and surprising them. That's how the wickets fell.
Yeah, you would expect that with the dew as well, but I mean, for the batsman to be hanging back and looking to play across the line, that's where the problem is. If you're looking to put bat on ball, looking to play in the V, you get a better chance. But a lot of the dismissals has been across horizontal, which is the problem. Mitten was another one, going right across it. And it looked, if he was more circumspect, looking to drop it for one or tucking it onto the leg side for a single, would have been a different story. He'll still be out there. But then again, it's a different story when you're sitting up here as opposed to be out there.
17 bowls since the last boundary. Pressure mounting. Shohar Ghazi 3 of 4. Miran 2 of 3. Something's got to give here. There you go. Expected that. It had to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're trying hard. Yeah, sure, Ghazi. What else can he produce here? 18 balls since the last boundary. And Alamin, at the top of his, you would feel that he's oozing out of confidence here, running in, steaming in, don't just leaving him. not quite keeping his eye on the ball here, Shoaib Ghazi.
We're talking about bowlers having difficulty in the previous innings, getting a grip of the ball. He seems to be doing all right. And nice, well bowled once again. Excellent over completed. After 9, it's 40 for 5. And it's also time for the Masrangla LP strategic timeout. Masrangla LP strategic timeout on its way to completion. There's just relaxing in the middle. The Warriors have got their tail up. If Sylhet Thunder were hoping that their luck would change once they came to Sylhet, hometown, with the home support, unfortunately it has not happened. They did well with the ball, restricting the Warriors to 140, but they've really fallen apart here with the bat. 40 for 5 after 9. All bowlers have been impressive. Mujib, as usual, very parsimonious. 1 for 10 in his 2. Need 101 runs, the Sylhet Thunder. 66 balls. But that would not be a problem any other day if they had wickets in hand. They've got 5 of the top order back in the hut.
Yeah, I like this move here, introducing Mujib back into the attack. With Milon there, I think the message is quite clear. Oh, starts off with the wrong one straight away. And did not pick it, Milon.
Who says that the bowlers are going to have problems gripping the ball? He's done exactly.
What problems? They're not problems. Then it's not a minefield out there, is it?
No, it's not. But, you know, just what he wanted to do, the release, and that's brought in a slip. That's a good move. Bowling the wrong one. Going to bowl the orthodox one now. Oh, he kept on. That was zipped through the last ball. Didn't really try to tweak it, more like a carom ball, that one.
Yeah, I like it. I like the challenge here. Slip in place. Cover. Short third man is going much finer than the third man, and then you got a deep point who's going much finer as well. He goes full, then misses everything.
Oh. That one the other way once again drew the batsman forward. He says, watch the ball, mate, watch the ball. Look what it's doing. It's going the other way. It's another of those tweakers that goes the other way, playing inside the line of that ball. Was there a stumping opportunity missed? And he almost chops that on too. It's all happening very, very quickly here.
Well, it is safe to say that Milan has got no clue yet what's going on. He's got 3 that went the other way around. And then the last one coming back into him. Which one is it? And he goes the wrong one again.
What a wonderful mix. What wonderful control with the soft ball which is wet. And he's making the ball talk. Extraordinary. Brilliant. God, at last he gets a bit of bat on that. And the bowler is very annoyed with himself, even giving away 1 run. 10 overs done, 41 for 5.
এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশি লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 129 টাকায় 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট।
Well, they're in serious trouble, Thunder. No joy for the Sylhet boys as yet. But a big opportunity for Garcia Hussain to really turn out to be a hero this evening. Yeah, but they have 100 runs that is required of 60 balls. Chumusaka, the acting captain's on. First ball of over number 11. Quick single. In fact, 41 for 5 Atha is the lowest score at this stage in the entire tournament in the Bongobondhu BPL, I should say. This is the lowest, and I'm afraid that Thunder seem to be totally in disarray. Just don't seem to know how to win. Slices over cover and doesn't feel well. A let off, a rare boundary.
And they've only got themselves to blame. On a surface which is good for bowlers, they managed to give away 140, and now this is very poor, sloppy from Mujibur Rahman. Yeah, but if you keep losing wickets, then just life gets difficult no matter what sort of a chase you're going for. And I did mention after that, when the Warriors did manage to score 140, I said that's a tricky little total, because if they start picking up wickets early on, then that total can turn out to be a winning one. At the moment, it's going in that direction. Seamers have been very good. They have been really good tight line and length. They picked up 3 wickets. Absolutely, not a single delivery. You'll see that there was opportunity to free their arms once again, going past the bat.
Yeah, well, we were talking about the dew. We were thinking about the advantage a batting side would have with the bowlers struggling. But the dew seemed to have dried out. I don't see the towel. I think they're quite all right with it. Never really seen the towel out. The Warriors fielding. There is movement, there is seam movement. That one went the other way.
They're going to slip in. Go for the kill. Warriors is also so very important for them to win and get back on the points table and get closer, and gives them an opportunity, if they go on to win a couple of games later on, have an opportunity to get into
তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র
That's 94 of 54 balls is what they require. 5 wickets in hand. And at this stage, this looks a tough proposition for the Thunder. 94 runs they need of 54 balls. While I'm on TV. Yes, she realizes she's on TV. We have Abu Haider Ronnie coming on. He hasn't bowled as yet. Round the wicket. Over number 12. Edge past the keeper. Flying down to third man. Brings up the 50. Where is the slip?
Just took the words right out of my mouth. I mentioned in the last over when we saw the movement of the surface when Masranga was bowling, I straight away said, get a slip in. He would have punched it straight. First slip, easy. And got past the keeper. All of a sudden, there's some extravagant movement of the surface. Lovely delivery.
Great effort by the wicketkeeper, no doubt. Acrobatic, but why can't they post a slip at least now? They still prefer to go with a spread out field. Should be looking for wickets here. Abu Haider. That ball didn't move, but the previous one did. Wild swish, thick edge.
They've really struggled throughout the tournament, not only in this match. The Sylhet Thunders really struggled with the bat. Good delivery. A little bit wide. He went after it, and he went after it pretty hard. Flashed it hard.
Got delivery, swung away on the onside. Ashok Ghazi now looking to chance his arms. On to 13 of 11. The home crowd getting excited, but they need a hero. Can Ghazi be that hero? That's the question. Arthur, what do you think?
It's a funny game. Game of glorious uncertainties, and anything is a possibility, but at the moment it's looking difficult. Very, very difficult. He's got a test match 100 to Ashok Ghazi, but on a surface like this, where the chips are down, the run rate more than 10 runs in an over, required run rate, it's very, very difficult.
Short again, break to the man at point. Abu Haider has been a touch short, allows the batsman plenty of time. Just the first delivery that had movement. Otherwise, the movement virtually non-existent in his over. Hussain is on 5. Ghazi 13 of 11. This partnership now 20 of 27. What about just surviving? They need runs too. They need a few shots. At this stage, Warriors wouldn't mind this at all, the singles. Just 7 runs at the moment in the over, 1 ball to go.
Well, let's have a look at what the Sylhet Thunders have done. One match they stood out with the bat when they scored more than 200 runs, 232 for 5. But they've only crossed more than 175 once only. Have a look at this, 162 for 4, 91, 158, 129. That's the match I was talking about. 232 for 5, 174. They have struggled with the bat, even on good batting surfaces. 7 in that over.
এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশিই লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 129 টাকায় 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট।
We're into over number 13 now. 54 for 5. Another look, Arthur, of what you were talking about.
It's been disappointing. I mean, they did get a few starts, 162, 158, but 91, 129. 133, now 54 for 5. One would have hoped that they learned their lessons quickly. Shot. Watch it sail over to the fence. That's what they need. That is a very good shot.
Ghazi, Sohag Ghazi that is, given them something to cheer about. They're on their feet, short delivery, meaty blow off the middle of the bat. There was bounce, but he controlled it.
With the kind of pace that Shumbo Shakar bowls, it's easy pickings for someone like even Sohag Ghazi. He's smashed that for the maximum. They need some big overs.
Ball number 2. This time through the offside. Short and wide. They've got a single. Now Hussain, he needs to support him. Needs to get him back on strike. If at all they're to have any hope at all.
Why is he batting so up the order? It's 5 he has scored of 15 deliveries. A chase of 140. Required run is more than 10. Got to play some shots.
Strike now. Well, he'll get another single. It's all right under the circumstances because Ghazi is looking to play a few shots. But still, fairly long way from home as far as Sylhet Thunder is concerned. 79 runs of 45 balls is their requirement. In fact, 29 runs stand between this pair of 32 balls. Happens to be the best partnership of the innings, which tells you a big story about how poorly Sylhet Thunder has batted. But where would you put your finger on, Naka? What's the problem with Sylhet Thunder?
I think perhaps they're just relying a little bit too much on their overseas recruits. Maybe not a great local selection. Over the top. That is very good. That is smashed. Sohag Ghazi has timed it to perfection. What a lovely shot that is from him. That is his second 6 in this over.
I told you it's time for him to be a hero. Well, a few blows like this can give them hope, give them heart. And what a lovely shot. Look at the finish, look at the follow-through off the bat. Perfect. Well, we'll make any coach proud with that follow-through. Brilliant shot. Now 14 runs of 4 balls. 73 of 44. The gap between balls and runs have to be reduced first. The single, sensible batting. Now they've got 15 of 5 balls.
They're very good from Sohag Ghazi. In the slot, he could have actually come ahead of Nazmul Hussain Milon, but he's making a serious effort here.
Last ball. Get a single. 16 runs of the over, 70 for 5. 13 overs completed. That's a clear indication of the gulf between the two teams. Look at the gap between the two worms. The red worm of Thunder trying hard to catch up, but it's not easy. There's a slight inward movement. But I think that gap is a little bit too tough for the Thunders. But never know, as you said, Atta, it's a funny whole game. We got 16 of the last over. They got 7 overs left. They got to go at just over 10 runs per over. Few more big hits. Who knows? Tanzamul, the left arm spinner. 1 for 14 in 3 overs. Hussain on strike. It's a single. Well, that seemed to be his plan. He seemed to be just wanting to do it in singles. But I think as long as Ghazi is firing, it's fine. But if Ghazi is also kind of restricted, then you need Hussain to play a few shots.
So what happens is that if the boundaries are not coming from Nazmul Hussain, he's faced 18 deliveries and he scored only 8. So there is a tremendous amount of pressure on Ghazi. Ghazi is doing absolutely fine. He picked up those 2 big sixes in the previous over. But can he do it over and over again? It's difficult, very difficult. So it's important for someone like Nazmul Hussain to also chance his arms. The first one was a short one, put away in style. Next one was a beautiful shot over the fielder at long off. Lovely follow through.
Hits the stumps at the non-striker's end. Well, Nazmul Hussain. One thing is, was it a chance? And the other thing, had there been a fingertip, well, Hussain would have been out of his crease. Interesting to look at. Firmly. Touch it. An appeal.
Here, and he's taken on the spinner. He put 2 massive sixes in the previous over, and now the spinner. 34 of 19 now. He's getting into his groove. Shohak Ghazi.
Another one in the gap this time at mid-wicket. They'll come back for 2. Good running. They've got 9 of 5. They certainly need a few more. Shohak Ghazi now has moved to 36 of 20. What do you make out of this batting left, Tata? Do you think they have the wherewithal to get close?
Well, as I said earlier, it's a funny little game here. Russia plays some big shots. Munir there, then Naveen. But I think what is important is the men in the middle. Shohak Ghazi moves to 37. That's his highest score in the T20. 80 for 5.
এই সময়ে কথাটা বেশিই হবে, তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 137 টাকায় 235 মিনিট।
Look at the comparison. Under a good 20 plus runs behind, 24 runs behind at this stage. The Warriors weren't looking too comfortable, 2 at 104 for 4. They were struggling. Getting to over number 15. Abu Haider who bowled a solitary over 7. Who bowled over number 2. Replacing Shumusaka. Ghazi fighting a lone battle, 37 of 21. But can he do it? What about the support at the other end?
You will need support from the other end. Not only about singles from the other end. Once in a while, you would want to see a boundary coming from the bat of Nazmul Hussain. Has been there for a while now.
Go square down to third man. I'll be disappointed. He was aiming more point. Just took him down finer. I thought his eyes lit up when it was short and wide. He He was surely going for that boundary in that big gap between third man and point or cover. Just found the man down at third man. Hussain needs to play a few shots here.
The fine leg comes in now. You have that man in between the deep square and long on, a little bit straightish mid wicket. A fish. Not enough on the bat.
Well, they need to deal in boundaries if they are to get closer. But 59 of 34 balls, Ata, under normal circumstances, is beyond. It is within, I beg your pardon, not beyond, it's within. There's 25 runs, the deficit between balls and runs, and that's not a tough ask at all.
Yeah, with 5 wickets already gone, it is a little bit tough, and you're not watching the other batsman trying to attempt to play some big shots. Yes, it's absolutely fine if Shoaib Ghazi keep continuing the way he has batted in the last couple of overs. He'll get closer, but he would need some support from the other end. We'll have to wait and see.
I think this is the second time Shoaib Ghazi's shoelaces have been attended to. In 9 of 34. Well, there's a fantastic offer. One of these bikes, TVS Radeon, this is the man of the series. Will be entitled to one of the TVS bikes. Not in control, Ghazi. He won't get a run.
Partnership 49 and 44 now. The bulk of runs coming from the bat of Shoaib Ghazi in that partnership. 38 of 23. Only 9 contribution from Nazmul Hussain. He's really trying his best. So far, it's been a very good over from Abu Haider. Only 2 in this over.
Challenge here for Ghazi is that he cannot put a foot wrong here. He'll have to. Again, another one. Out of the ground. The 50 partnership is up. He's enjoying himself. He now races to 44 of 24. He is in very good form. 4th 6 of the innings. He's hit 2 boundaries as well.
Can this turn out?
এই সময়ে কথাটা বেশিই হবে, তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 137 টাকায় 235 মিনিট।
Downtown for the maximum. It's a very good knock from Shoaib Ghazi.
No real deviation off the pitch. Really didn't get stuck in the pitch as well. 55 of 45 balls. This time, over cover. Will it run down to the boundary? It is cut off. Upul Tharanga at deep point. They'll get a couple. They got 10 of 5. That's the width he's looking for. Just over the man at cover. He'll need a good finish to the over. 1 ball to go.
Yeah, already a good over. Now the required run rate is 9.87. First time I was watching that it's come down under 10 runs in an over. 51 required and 31 deliveries. Possible if he stays on.
Last ball of the over. Goes past the outside edge. It's a good finish. 90 for 5. We're into the last 5 overs with Thunder needing 51 runs.
Have to quote that old adage. Cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties. Just 5 overs back, Thunder were being plundered and they were facing defeat. But then suddenly, this fabulous partnership, 57 of 47, Shoha Ghazi leading, Najmul Hussain Milan supporting rather meekly, I must say. Now it's within their grasp. It is a possibility, which wasn't the case 5 overs back. What a turnaround it has been. 51 needed of 30 balls. Najmul Hussain on strike now to the bowling of Vizay, coming to bowl his 3rd over. Is he going to go for it? Yes, why not? Throw the bat at it. Into car corner, a couple of runs. Getting interesting this match, Anju?
Yes, it is. And I think this man needs to play his role. Support Shoha Ghazi. Up a couple of wickets with the ball. Ghazi turning the heat on. Of course, 59 of this partnership has come in a large part of boundaries and sixes. For how long? How long can the Sylhet Thunder hold on to this onslaught?
Well, he's decided that he's not going to let only Shoha Ghazi do the scoring. Najmul Hussain Milan has decided, I'm going to join in the fun. I'm going to try and put my penny's worth into this partnership. It's looking good. It's looking, at last, the team is looking towards going to that target. 46 of 26 balls for Shoha Ghazi. Strike rate of 176.9. Exemplary. When your team were down and out, 5 down at 33, they're turning it around. Exceptional performance. Oh, that's some bonus runs. That's very, very fortunate for Thunder.
Well, the runs have come. Doesn't matter if it's in front of the wicket or behind. Whether it's hit by the batsman or it's given as buys. David Wiese won't be happy. Nobody would be if they're in red and black.
Maidul has done well. He's taken a couple of good catches, but on this occasion, slowing the ball down. That's why it did not reach and just bounced in front of him and right through. Could not get any part of the body behind. So 4 precious buys. Goes nice. That's an orthodox shot into the deep and gets a single. Throwing their bats at virtually everything. Run rate required now 9.92. Is there some light at the end of the tunnel for the Sylhet Thunder? Well, we'll be sincerely hoping that the result goes their way. Striving for it. Oh, slowed it down, adjusted nicely. Just played it away into the deep for a single.
A lot of teams have just woken up to the fact that their middle order and the lower middle order can start becoming a little more aggressive.
Go, crushes that, and it's past the diving fielder, and it's gone for 4. Brilliant. 50 has been reached by Shoha Ghazi. 51 he gets to at the end of the 16th over. 103 for 5.
এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশিই লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 129 টাকায় 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট।
Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeout. It's winding down. 4 overs remaining in this game. Which way is the game gonna go? Never thought halfway through the innings that Sylhet Thunder are going to make a game of it. There's been absolutely marvelous rearguard action here by Shohag Ghazi. Really rising like a phoenix out of the ashes. Got support from Najmul Hussain Milan. Wants it to continue. Here goes. Milan goes big time. How far is it? No, there's a fielder coming around. Is he going to get to it? He does. Kabir, well, that little break in play in the strategic timeout, taken that concentration away, and they lose the wicket of Najmul Hussain Milan.
Yeah, he went for the glory shot there. They're also targeting against one of the better bowlers in the Comilla Warriors, a strike bowler, Mujib. Very nice catch. Never easy taking that catch coming in with the background of those towers, the light towers. Shabir completing a nice catch. Hussain departs for 13, 103 for 6.
Ghazi on strike because the batsman had crossed over when the catch was being taken. He lays it down the ground and allows the new batsman Naeem Hassan to take up strike. Well, I think the directions from, as we see, Naeem Hassan, 92 runs in his 17 innings. But after that break, the strategic timeout, the instructions must have come from the dugout that go for it, might as well. Do not die wondering. I'm sure Naeem is also going to try this. Oops, directed, might have got him. Bit of a yes and no there between the two.
Needs to be careful. Wants to get back on strike, that's all right, but needs his wicket.
Hello, where's this going? Oh, that's very well taken. Excellent, David Visa. It was quite a long way down for the big man, but he judged it to a nicety and took that catch. So all that resistance from Ghazi is frittering away at the other end.
Yeah, somebody needs to tell the players on the opposite end of Shohag Ghazi that they need to hold their ground. He's tried running himself out the previous ball line, and this time he goes for the long shot. Not enough power and the distance. Has just lost his wicket. 104 for 7.
Ghazi back on strike. Oh, he can't hang around. Now he's in this one. Steepling in there. Fielder coming underneath that one. Reverse cupping it and taking the prize wicket. Oh dear, that's the last nail in the coffin. Well, Shohag Ghazi didn't really have any other option. He was running out of partners and he went for the big one and he has to return. Brave innings ends.
Yeah, you have to feel for Shohag Ghazi. He tried his best. And seeing the departure of the earlier two batsmen, he would have felt, and like any player would feel, he's running out of partners and time. Well played, 52, 104 for 8.
Naveen ul Haq on strike now. Two new batsmen in the middle. He's on a hat-trick. Oh, that's a bit of an anticlimax. Mujibur Rahman with that cheeky smile on his face. He enjoyed that over. 3 wickets in it. It's 104 for 8. It's a clear night. It's a beautiful night in Sylhet. Unfortunately, the local team are going through a very, very dismal period. Hasn't been able to turn their fortunes around despite the fact that they're playing in front of their local supporters. Best figures for Mujib in T20, 4 for 12. This, how long did it hang in the air? Steepling, and well done by Abu Haider, judging that to a nicety. Marvelous. They have one period of play when Shawgazi was looking to take the game away, but they've come back strongly.
Yeah, 3 wickets in Mujib's over. Sure, he's turned the match on his head. That's why it was important that one of the Sylhet Thunder batsmen alongside Sahar Ghazi would have held fort for cricket.
Oh, Alamin Hussain has also been exemplary. He started off the rot, actually, in the earlier overs, bowling his 3rd over now, but 2 for 6. Got the ball to bounce from back of a length. There's confirmation of that. 2 for 6 into his 3rd over. But look at those figures by Mujibur Rahman. 4 for 12, his best in T20s. Well, singles are not going to do. At the moment, just possibly sagging shoulders, the confidence level gone. Onir and Naveen finding it difficult.
But I think Comilla, this point of time, should try to wrap up the Sylhet Thunder team at the moment. Get a couple of... Oh, David Visa just overran it. He's not happy. Why should he be? He's just been gifted 3 runs, the batsman.
Well, he says sorry, he shakes his head. Yeah, it's not good for the bowler. He's had such tight bowling figures. The analysis spoiled a little by this backing away. Maybe could have got 1 run. Maybe Visa could have done a little better. Big man could not really come down quickly enough. Well, the game continues. Nelson's up. Oh, it's just backing away, and it's good thinking from Alamin following him.
And that's why a slip moment can be pretty useful. Get the Sylhet Thunder team. Yes, lesser score. Prove your own net run rate, because Comilla Warriors needs that. Not that they're leading the pack at the moment. So they need to take those 2 points and have a better run rate.
Getting hold of it. Absolutely right, Anjum. I think if they have the semblance of a chance, but winning this match, they will open up possibilities, and they'll wait for the teams on top to falter. And that's where the net run rate might come into contention. Going for the juggler has been a problem with a lot of teams. They tend to relax and don't want to finish it off. That is not good. Point you're making. Now he's being cheeky, and it's paid off. Nice. It's good to see them trying, at least. 18 down, 116 for 8.
এই সময়ে কথাটা বেশিই হবে, তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 137 টাকায় 235 মিনিট।
That's what's transpired in match number 30 of the Bongobondhu BPL. Comilla Warriors being restricted to 140 for 9. Upul Taranga playing his first game. 45 he got. But then Sylhet Thunder going for that target. Were in complete disarray early on. Except for Doha Ghazi. Nothing much to write home about. This is the last ball of the last over. Quite cheeky.
I'll say very brave. It was a seam bowler, pace bowler. Found himself in an awkward position.
Now, where's this one going to land? Someone's lap. Oh, he's dropped it. He was not quite lining it up nicely. He was hanging in the air for a while, coming from out of the floodlights. Stanzabul never in a position to take that catch.
And it was a difficult one too. It's easy for us to sit here and say he should have caught it. No, it's a very difficult catch. He hit it high in the air. The black sky as a background coming off the lights.
Oh, that's sliced the other way, and there's no takers. No one's land is where it drops. So, well, it's good to see Naveen and Moni really throwing their bats. No use dying wondering what might have happened. Go for it.
And yes, it's the right move as well. 22 of 10, a couple of lusty blows, and get the equation in their favor. It doesn't matter who's scoring the runs as long as the runs are coming.
Lowered it down, intelligent bowling. Just didn't allow the width to the batsman and cramped him for space. They're restricted to a single. Sensible death over bowling here by Wiese. Still 21 needed of the 9 legal deliveries left. He will be trying to redeem himself after that rather bad effort in the deep earlier. Oh, up in the air. Where is that going? There's someone coming around and it's going to pop into his hand and pop over for a maximum. Oh my goodness. Still a game on here. Twists and turns. Shabir Rahman the culprit on that occasion.
Again, short pitch bowling. Not the smartest piece of bowling there from David Besom. He just got underneath that. Nothing much Shabir could do. He had to station himself, position himself next to the boundary.
More to come. 2 deliveries left in the over. How many runs are they're gonna garner? What will be left for the last over? He goes and misses. Too far down on the offside. Couldn't just get bat on ball. Well, the Thunder supporters have not given up. They've seen the effort that the middle order and the latter order batsmen are putting into and trying to get to a win. 15 of 7, still possible, still plausible. Good ball. Just that hint of width and almost that Yorker length. 19 done, 126 for 8. Last over. 15 needed of 6. First ball, very crucial. Alamin Hussain is going to bowl his 4th over. And there are quite a few advisors around him. There you go. Shombo Sharga just marshalling his troops, getting the feelers in the right positions. They want to defend. There will be attempts at some big hits. Whatever ball is delivered by Alamin Hussain. Naveen Ul Haq on strike. Got 6 of 4. As I said, first ball, very crucial. Deep third man, backward point on the 30-yard circle. Deep point in the boundary. Cover, wideish, long off, long on. Deep mid wicket, backward square leg and a fine leg. That's the field. Not happy with the field placement. He wants someone to come in a little closer somewhere. No one moved. Here we go. Lost over. He's almost into position there and gets a bit of bat on that. That's excellent. Oh, scoop that right over the head of the keeper. 4 precious runs on their way.
First ball of the over. Equation 11 of 5. What a cheeky shot. What a brave shot. He tried it once. He didn't succeed the previous over. This time again. What shots in cricket have started being on display from the batsmen. If the bowlers are smart, the batsmen are finding their own methods of scoring runs.
What an up and down game it has been. This innings. Look, the pendulum keeps on swinging in one direction, then the other. Now it seems to be swinging in favor of Thunder. Another couple of runs or even a 4 will be handy. He goes for the reverse and he gets 4 more runs. This is excellent. This is exceptional from Naveen Ul Haq. A lot of people have left the ground, Anjum. They'll be regretting that.
Well, that's why we've got big screens around the ground. They can turn over, just stop and have a glance at what's conspiring over here in this contest between the Thunder and the Warriors. Brilliant batting. He's backed his skill and he's backed his conviction completely here.
Well, we have had some close calls a couple of days back. 17 needed in the last over. And here, they're on the way. 7 runs needed of 4 balls. Worried captain. He goes down the wicket, gets the inside edge. Fortune comes back for the second run. Here comes the throw. I think he's caught short. Oh dear, he shouldn't have gone for it. I think he's gone. Oh, that's sad. The Thunder could do with the win.
That's suicidal, and that's madness. I can understand there's a rush of blood, but this is complete suicide. He's gone down, he's had an inside edge, ball goes to the fine leg reach, and the ball has been collected by the fielder, and he decides to come back for the 2. Very, very ordinary cricket from Naveen. At the moment, he's to be blamed. Departs a 15, 135 for 9.
What a cliffhanger this is turning out to be. 3 balls left. 6 runs required for a win by Thunder. It's going to be Ibadat Hussain on strike. Put bat on ball. It's up in the air. The last man is there. Fielder coming around, not getting it and overrunning it. We've got a couple of runs. Oh, don't go for the 3rd. Extraordinary happenings in the middle.
And they've taken 2 runs. David Visa overran that ball. Got to the end, got some bat on it. Surely, if Sylhet Thunder would be hoping that it's Munir on strike, but Ibadat has done half the job well, ensuring that he gets at least a couple of runs. 4 of 2 required now. Can he find that outside edge?
Outside, inside, front side, backside, doesn't matter. Get some bat on the ball. He does. Inside edge. And they scamper through for the first one. Don't go for the second one. Okay, that's good.
Well, now the pressure is on him to get a boundary. It would have been better if they'd come back for the 2, at least with 1. They would have ensured that there is a super over. Now, he has to ensure that he gets a boundary to get a victory. 3 runs is difficult on this ground, running between.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you want of the 2, the person on strike, to be on strike would be Munir, because he's got 15. He's got a 6 and a 4. What's happening now? Why is Ibadat? Oh, he's just, he wants a clear vision. He wants a lighter weight on his body. He wants to be ready for the runs. That's good. Good thinking. Alamin Hussain, a little disconcerting for him. 12 runs already in the over. Three runs needed. Couple of runs will make it a super over. Anything more than that, it'll be a win for the Thunder. Here we go. The last ball from Alamin. Munir. Oh, that's a wide. Oh, goodness gracious, he's lost it. The pressure has gone to the head of the bowler. You get 1 run because it's 1 ball extra they have to bowl, and they just need the 2 runs.
Oh my word, did we have any room for more excitement in this game? He's trying to be cool as a cucumber.
Comes into bowl again. Munir gets bat on ball. It's up in the air. It's going to fall short. They go for the first one, and they're going for the second one. There's a chance of a run out, and I think they might have made it. It's touch and go. If it's 1, it's a super over. If it's 2, they win it.
Chomo Sharkar can't believe his team at the moment. From a position of strength, they've actually found themselves in ensuring whether this is a run out or not. It is. It is. So it's just 1 run that Sylhet Thunder will get in their account. And they reach 140 for all out, rather 140 all out, which means the match will need to be decided with a super over.
What excitement. What a wonderful finish to this match, which has been swaying through and fro. It's kept everybody on the edge of their seats, and that is the last rites of the 20 overs played by Thunder, and just waiting for that final decision, which is out, which means the match will be decided in the super over. Excellent comeback by the Sylhet Thunder. Second tie ever in the history of the Bangladesh Premier League. It's happened here in Sylhet, and Sylhet Thunder have somewhat redeemed themselves in front of the home crowd in at least making a game of it when this all seemed to be lost, and then it will be decided with a super over. Fabulous, fantastic. His expressions will tell you that he really wanted a different result, but don't take anything away from the Sylhet Thunder batsmen, particularly Shohag Ghazi. Munir also had a hand in taking them to just level the scores, 140, and a lot of back thumping going on there. Short time will be taken to sort out who's going to bat first, who are the players going to be responsible to bowl the super over. Of course, we'll all have to wait and see with bated breath, but this has been so exciting.
Well, it has been. Usually it is the team which is batted second that gets an opportunity to bat first in the super over. By that method, it should be Sylhet Thunder who should come out to bat. Nice discussion going on there. Pretty animated though. Everyone trying to put in their point of view. Who should be batting? Which are the three best batsmen for the Sylhet Thunder to make a match of this 6 balls that they're going to be facing? Comilla Warriors, Shomo Sharkar in discussion